Hello, I'm John. This is Stormbringer, and you're watching Wargames, Models and Other Hobbies. So welcome to this video looking at some hobby by post. Here are 4 issues of Stormbringer that I've just received. I subscribe so I get them at the end of each month, whereas all of these issues will have already been released in the newsagents, so people probably have already got their hands on these and had a play around with the pieces. But I'm going to go through each issue quickly so we can have a look at what we've got in them. So the first thing that came out of the issues was a few tools and glue, so let's open this up. So we have a plastic glue, always useful to have an extra plastic glue around. And we have here a little pair of Citadel clippers, great for taking things off the sprues. And also, just saw tucked in at the bottom of the glue here, we have a deburring tool to take off mould lines and things like that. That's quite nice. Something I like about getting the hobby by post. Get all of these tools, top up the supplies that I've got, and also every so often get a tool that I don't have in my collection. So let's have a look at the first issue, which is issue 4. Let's open this up. So we've got a starter paintbrush. We've got some lead belcher, some Cantor blue, some Auroch flesh, and some Retributor armour. So 4 paints and a brush, quite a nice little collection in this issue. So let's have a quick brief look at this issue and see what's in here. So let's have a look at the index. So we've got a section on read, a bit of painting, and a bit on how to play. I always like having a quick flick through these just to get an idea of what kind of things, but I will sit down at a later date and have a look at these. So it's talking about the base painting, the base colours for the models. I think in a future video I'm going to do a compare and contrast on the way that I normally paint items and the way it describes them in these. So I'll wait till I've got a few more of the magazines so we can have a look at the methods that they use. So let's quickly go through a lot of painting in this one, which is quite a nice thing to look at. And then a little bit of rules and playthrough. Okay, let's have a little look. So we've got issue 5 and 6 as well in there telling us what we've got. That's quite nice. Let's see. So that was issue 4. I've got issue 3 here. I've opened them out of order. That doesn't really matter though. So let's have a look in issue 3 what we've got. So here we have some Stormcast Eternals. Let's have a look what them. They are Stormcast Vindicators. So we have their bases and we have the sprues. I've already done a video on making some of the Aurochs, so I will probably do a video on making these as well at some point. So yeah, this is issue 3. Like I said, I've opened these out of order, but let's have a quick look. So we've got talking about some of the realms, Monsters of Gur, collections, so it's Vindicators, Stormcast names, how to build, and then some more how to play. It's quite, I like the artwork that appears in some of these as well. I know it's the same artwork that appears in rule books and things, but as I haven't really got massively into Age of Sigmar, it's quite nice to see all of these different kind of artworks, bit of inspiration there for when I get onto making and painting these. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, so here we've got a bit on the Stormcast Eternals, randomised making names, the instructions and so on. Alright, let's jump on to the next one in order this time. So here we have issue 5. So, oh, looks like there's quite a bit in this one. Let's have a look. So we have, it looks like a character model, a Praetor Prime. So that might be a nice model to do a little video on building and so on. We have the base for the Praetor Prime. We have 6d6. Typical 3 ones. So we've got a loose section here. They're talking about different units, it looks like. And then in the, let's have a look in the index. So we've got quite a few little bits on reading here, the reading section, which is nice. So we've got something on reforging about the Stormcast Eternals, Age of Myth. Then we've got the collect, build and paint for the Praetor Prime. That'd be quite a nice one actually, I think, to do a little video on. Let's have a quick look at the... Yeah, so with the paints that we've got so far, it goes through those processes. So yeah, that'd be quite a nice thing to do. So we'll have a look at that in a later video, I think. And then a bit of moving in the battle, a few war scrolls there. The indicators and the Praetor Prime. Yeah, this... Okay, so I think what I'm going to be doing in a video soon, I'm going to carry on making some of these, and then I might go through these things, so actually go through the whole turn system, see how it works, and that kind of thing. So, yeah. So here we have issue 6, which is the last issue I've got to have an open up. So that's got Hobgrot Slitters. And then issue 7, we've got some other paints coming in as well. So I think issue 7, I think, might be the current one in the newsagent, or issue 6 is. One of these is the current one, but I'm not 100% sure which one it is. But let's have a look at issue 6. So here's issue 6. So we have plenty of bases, the Hobgrots. So these, in old Warhammer terms, these would have been hobgoblins. Yeah, so they're push-fit models, similar to the Aurochs that I made in a previous video. We have a selection of their bases. And then let's have a quick look at what's in this magazine. So we've got, in the reading section, a bit on the Cruel Boys. Then collecting the Hobgrot Slitters we get in this. Build and paint is covering those as well. Let's have a quick skim through to there. So yeah, we've got the basic instructions of the push fit models. And then towards the back we've got more war scrolls there. And yeah, the shooting phase. And again, each of these is painted up to the amount of paints that we've got in the sets so far. So that, okay, so in issue 7, which will be the next one I'm getting, like I said, I'm not sure if this is in the newsagents yet or not, but 2 paints with that one. Then issue 8 has the Lord Imperatant, and it has, oh, one of the synthetic brushes. I haven't got one of those, so it'd be quite nice to try that out, see how it paints. But yeah, it looks like a really nice model. It's, as I said, with the hobby by post, it's quite a nice way to dip into the hobby and start learning a few more bits about it and so on. Like I say, I normally only play and collect Necromunda, but I've started getting back into 40k now with the new edition announced, and getting into Age of Sigmar as well with all of these. But for now, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. We'll do another video soon, either a paint or a make of some of the stuff that I've got in these sets. But yeah, if you want to see anything particular on these hobby by post videos, please drop a comment below. For now, I'm John, and you've been watching War Games, Models and Other Hobbies.